The skies over western Poland became the scene of a dramatic incident this week. A Polish Air Force F-16 Fighting Falcon jet crashed. It happened during a routine training mission. Such flights are standard, designed to maintain skills and readiness. Pilots train constantly to handle emergencies. But on this sortie, something went terribly wrong. The pilot was forced to make a split-second decision. He successfully ejected from the crippled aircraft moments before impact. The fighter struck the ground and was heavily damaged. Rescue teams reached the pilot and aided him on the field. Emergency services were dispatched immediately. The crash site was secured by military personnel. The pilot was conscious and communicating with rescuers. He was transported to a military hospital for evaluation. The ministry confirmed his condition was stable and praised his professionalism. The area was cordoned off to preserve evidence while investigators moved in. Officials launched an inquiry to determine what happened. The incident is a stark reminder of the risks of military aviation. Every flight, no matter how routine, carries potential danger. The men and women who fly these machines accept these risks to protect the nation. Next, what the F-16 means to Poland's defense. The F-16 Fighting Falcon is more than an aircraft to Poland. It is the backbone of its air force. These jets represent a major pillar of national defense, acquired as part of modernization after joining NATO. They replaced older Soviet-era fighters, a major step forward. F-16s are multi-role, air-to-air and air-to-ground capable. Advanced avionics and weapon systems keep them effective. Within NATO, Poland's F-16 fleet plays a crucial role. Poland sits on NATO's eastern flank. These jets routinely take part in Baltic air policing to protect allies. Continuous upgrades and maintenance keep the fleet modern. These jets are expensive, sophisticated, and entrusted to trained pilots. Pilots undergo rigorous training to master these machines. The loss of a single F-16 is significant, financially and operationally. It highlights the operational costs of a modern air force. But human life always takes priority over hardware. Investigations will prompt reviews of maintenance and procedures. Training programs may be adjusted to reinforce safety. The fleet's role remains central to Poland's sovereignty and NATO obligations. Next, the wider security context in which this incident occurred. The crash occurred against a tense geopolitical backdrop in Eastern Europe. Russia's aggression has kept neighbors and NATO on high alert. Poland shares a border with Ukraine and is strategically important. It also borders the Russian exclave Kaliningrad. That has driven increased military activity and readiness. Massed exercises project strength and deterrence. Training and patrol flights have become more frequent. Jets must be ready to scramble at a moment's notice. This higher tempo increases stress on personnel and equipment. Russian aircraft have repeatedly approached Allied airspace without notice. They sometimes fly without transponders, raising the risk of dangerous intercepts. NATO jets, including Polish F-16s, are forced to scramble to identify these flights. Poland is bolstering air defenses with new radars and systems. The goal is a multi-layered network to detect and intercept threats. Training missions are more important than ever to prepare pilots. Allied cooperation remains strong, a symbol of collective defense. Training continues and Poland remains committed to NATO security. But the crash is a sober reminder of the operational risks in this environment. Next, the investigation and what comes after. Following the pilot's recovery, attention turned to finding answers. Investigators secured the scene to preserve evidence. The State Commission for Aircraft Accident Investigation is leading the inquiry. Every fragment is photographed, labeled, and cataloged. Investigators methodically collect clues from the wreckage. The flight data recorder will be crucial to reconstruct the final moments. Specialists will extract and analyze flight data and cockpit recordings. That data helps reconstruct the aircraft's flight path and anomalies. Investigators will look for mechanical faults, system failures, or pilot factors. Maintenance records will be scrutinized for prior issues. As a precaution, the fleet may be temporarily grounded for inspections. Inspections can identify systemic issues before another flight is at risk. The final report may take months and will include safety recommendations. Those could involve maintenance changes, training updates, or modifications. Training will adapt to what investigators find. For now, Poland's commitment to air defense remains unshaken. The incident is a setback and a critical learning opportunity. Lessons learned will help make the force stronger and safer as it continues protecting the skies. We will follow updates as investigators release new findings. Subscribe for continuing coverage.